Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Skyrim. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the Skyrim unique jewelry. This includes rings and necklaces / amulets. This does not include circlets. Circlets are considered a piece of clothing. If you wish to check out Skyrim's unique circlets, I suggest that you watch my Skyrim unique clothing video. There will be a link in the description and also a link at the end of this video. Just to clarify, unique being non-craftable items, items that are literally unique, or an item that is found in one specific location. Even if there are multiples of that item, if the item is only found in one specific, that is considered a unique item. If you have any issues with this, please take it up with the Skyrim wiki, as I am using their definition of unique when it comes to Skyrim unique items. So, first we are going to do Skyrim's unique necklaces or amulets. And first up we have the Amulet of Articulation. Persuade checks in dialogue will almost always succeed, and speechcraft is 35% better. And as you may have noticed, this is considered a light armor piece, with a base armor rating of between 2 and 8. The base armor rating will vary depending on what level you acquire this item. Next we have the Amulet of Bats. While wearing this amulet, bats will drain life from any nearby enemies. This is quite a powerful necklace. Next we have the Amulet of the Gargoyle. While wearing this amulet, your Summon Gargoyle spell summons an additional gargoyle for 30 seconds. Again, quite a powerful amulet. Next we have Ander's Amulet of Arcay. Increases your health by 10 points. That's an okay enchantment. Next we have the Charmed Necklace. Carrying capacity is increased by 25 points. This is actually quite a powerful enchantment, as carrying weight is one of the most vital components to Skyrim, in my opinion anyway. So to have an increase of 25 is quite excellent. Next we have Vrjolti's Silver Locket. There is no enchantment to speak of on this necklace. Next we have Grosta's Necklace. Again, no enchantment to speak of. Next we have Kyne's Token. Damage taken from animals is reduced by 10%. Bows do 5% more damage. This could be considered a very powerful enchantment to begin with, especially the 5% extra damage to bows and the reduced damage taken by animals. Next we have the Locket of Saint Giab. This has a carrying capacity increase of 50 points, increases your stamina by 50 points as well. That enchantment is extremely powerful. The extra stamina and the extra carrying capacity of 50 points is very powerful. And again, as you may have noticed, this is the other jewelry piece in Skyrim that is considered to be light armor and has a base armor of 5. Next we have the Moon Amulets. Nothing to see here. Next we have the Necromancer's Amulet. Plus 50 magicka. Conjuration spells cost 25% less to cast. Health and stamina regen 75% slower. I think this necklace was first seen in Morrowind, I could be mistaken. Okay, 50 plus to magicka is extremely powerful. Conjuration spells cost 25% less to cast. That's very powerful if you're using conjuration spells. Health and stamina regen 75% slower. That's a massive downside. In my opinion, not the best necklace, purely because of the negatives. Next we have Ogmund's Amulet of Talos. Time between shouts is reduced by 20%. This is quite powerful, and I do believe exactly the same as a normal Amulet of Talos. Next we have Radar's Necklace. This again has no enchantment to speak of, and therefore no interest. Next we have Sarthal Amulet. Spells cost 3% less to cast. A very helpful enchantment, but the weakness of the enchantment is laughable. Next we have Savos Aran's Amulet. This increases your magicka by 50 points. This is quite a powerful enchantment, especially for those of you who wish to cast spells. Next we have Shavi's Amulet of Zenithar. Prices are 10% better. This is quite useful when you're selling all your stuff and just emptying out your bags. I do believe this is exactly the same as a normal Amulet of Zenithar. Next we have the Skal Amulet. Now this is not meant to be accessible in-game without console commands, but it is possible to pickpocket this item. So here you have it, the Skal Amulet. Does absolutely nothing, just looks cool. Next we have the Goldur Amulet. Now this, in my opinion, is the most powerful amulet all around. Very powerful and consistent enchantments. Increases your health, magicka, and stamina by 30 points. Like I just said, this, to me, is the best unique necklace in Skyrim. Next we have Ysra's Necklace. Now again, this has no enchantment to speak of and will end our Skyrim unique necklaces with a very small bang. Now we're moving on to Skyrim's unique rings. Cool. Azidal's Ring of Arcana allows you to cast the spells Ignite and Freeze. This is pretty cool if you wish to use the spells Ignite and Freeze. Next we have Azidal's Ring of Necromancy. Whenever a creature you have reanimated takes damage, they explode for 50 points of frost damage and die. This is incredibly powerful. Next we have Sigyr's Wedding Band, no enchantment to speak of. Next we have the Bonehawk Ring. Very unique skin, but no enchantment to speak of. Next we have Calcelmo's Ring, no enchantment to speak of again. Next we have Enchanted Ring, and funnily enough, it does have an enchantment. Increases your health by 20 points. I think when you're starting off, that enchantment is quite useful. Next we have Fajola's Wedding Band, and again, no enchantment to speak of. These wedding bands are quite boring, aren't they? Next we have Elastia's Ring. Again, no enchantment to speak of. Madesi's Silver Ring, no enchantment to speak of. Muri's Ring. Created potions are 15% more powerful. This is a very useful enchantment when, of course, you are creating potions. The more powerful the potion, the more they will sell for, and if you're like me, I use alchemy to make money. Meloth's Ring of Tracking, when close enough, identifies the source of the Ashspawn attacks on Tel Mithril. I do believe that this ring is very quest specific. Wouldn't be too useful in day-to-day Skyrim use. Next we have the Nightweaver's Band. Sneaking is 10% better, destruction spells cost 10% less to cast. This is a very cool ring if you sneak around and use magic, which I do have a couple of characters on Skyrim that I do play in that style. So a very cool ring here. Next we have the Ring of Bloodlust. While in beast form, your attacks do 50% more damage, but you also take 50% more damage. I suppose for taking out enemies very quickly, this is useful. If you're going to sneak up on them, this is very useful, but for prolonged combat, this is not. Or I suppose it evens out, I guess. If you're doing 50% more damage, you're also taking 50% extra damage. Yeah, I suppose it evens out in the long term. Next we have the Ring of Hircine. Provides additional transformations for werewolves. What this means is you can simply equip the ring and transform into a werewolf. Once the time elapses, you can unequip the ring and re-equip the ring, and your werewolf transformation time will be reset and potentially unlimited. Ring of Instinct. When you enter beast form, the world around you seems to slow for 20 seconds. This is similar to the slow time shout, I do believe it's called, which basically just slows down time within the game. This is pretty cool. Don't really see any real value to this unless you're having trouble reacting to things within the game and you want things to go a bit slower. And next we have the Ring of Namira. Stamina is increased by 50 points. Feeding on corpses grants you increased health and health regeneration. Now this is very unique in the fact that it lets you feast on corpses and basically turns you into a cannibal. Next we have the Ring of Pure Mixtures. Created potions are 12% more powerful. Now like I said before with the Muri's Ring, this enchantment of creating more powerful potions is extremely useful. This however is slightly weaker than Muri's Ring, so if you want to use this effect, I would suggest you go and find Muri's Ring. Next we have Ring of the Beast. While wearing this ring, you will receive 100 extra health and your claw attacks will do an additional 20 damage. Very powerful enchantment there. Next we have Ring of the Erudite. While wearing this ring, you will receive 100 extra magicka as well as regenerate magicka faster. A very, very powerful enchantment there, just like Ring of the Beast. Next we have Ring of the Hunt. While in beast form, your health regenerates. This is a very useful ring to have when you are in beast form. Next we have Ring of the Moon. Increases the duration of your house by 20%. Again, this is a very, very powerful ring when you are in beast form. Onto the Silver Blood family ring. Weapons and armor can be improved 15% better. Again, this is a very powerful enchantment to have on a ring and very useful when you are improving your weapons and armor. Very essential ring to have for all players. Now we have the Bond of Matrimony. Restoration spells cost 10% less to cast. Very useful for those of you who cast restoration spells. Penultimately, we have Viola's Gold Ring, and sadly this has no enchantment to speak of. And again, let down by a wedding band, Victoria's Wedding Band. No enchantment to speak of. And that concludes our Skyrim unique rings, and even more so concludes our Skyrim unique jewelry. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. Don't forget to share this video amongst your family and friends. If you think I left any items out, or you think any of the items in this video are good or bad, whether you use them or not, please leave a comment. And as always, if you did enjoy this video and you would like to see videos similar to this one or on similar topics, please subscribe. It helps me know that people are actually interested in these type of videos and ultimately resulting in more of this type of video. Be sure to check out my other Skyrim unique armor, weapons, and spells videos. Links will be in the description or on screen right now. Have a lovely evening, and if it's not the evening, why are you up so early? Adios, Bambinos, and I will see you in the next video. Be sure to click one of these links. See you later.